Welcome into another PTCI exclusive presentation for Channel 2. I'm Sean Barbary. On the camera is Emmanuel D. Herrera. We're in Hooker, Oklahoma for the 2016 Hooker Car Show. A ton of people already here. I already see some cars and some people I want to go talk to, find out about their interests, their engines, their cars, and their life. Stay tuned for an action-packed morning. So I ran into an old friend of mine, Mike Tanquary from over Texoma. We used to be circle track buddies.
Yep.
And I think I built some motors for you maybe or something.
I
like
worked
does
on some heads and stuff.
Yeah, right. Well, it turns out he's been sitting on a 1968 Firebird. So tell us the story. Tell us all about it.
Well, I got this from my neighbor when I was a junior in high school. He told me if I could get it out of his yard in 15 minutes, I could have the car. And then I put my motor out of a Impala in it, drove it my junior year, then drag raced it till 1988, and then parked in the garage till 4 years ago. Then I started restoring it.
And you got it from Bill Cooper, Super
Yes,
Coop.
sir. Yes, sir.
He was a friend of ours in the circle track.
Yeah.
And he's passed now, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what I was thinking.
About 2 years now.
About 2 years, that's what I was thinking. So you brought it, you resurrected it from the ashes of just sitting around?
Yeah.
And what all you had to do to it to get it back on the road?
Well, I took it all the way to the frame out of it and fenders off of it. It was totally an off-frame deal.
Good.
And I built, that's one of my super stock motors right there.
Oh, from back in the circle track days, yeah?
And then I had to redo all the interior and repaint the whole thing. So.
Good deal. Now, you and I both know that these are getting pretty rare.
Yes, sir.
So you're gonna sit on this one, right? Because
Yes,
we were talking off camera about how kind of silly we used to be with our cars and what they ended up being classics now.
I told my grandkids it was going to be my coffin. That's what they're burying me in.
That's good. That's good. Tell me a fun story about the car, Mike.
Well, we used to have a lot of fun drag racing it back in the 80s and stuff like that. I mean,
over at Sundown?
Yeah, Liberal Drag Strip and Amarillo both.
Yeah, so 88, I would have been over there drag racing too about that time. What was it, Division 5, the good boys, the good guys?
Something like that.
Hey, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I appreciate you talking to us about this. It's a cool car. Mind if we take the camera around it and get some shots?
Not a problem.
All right, thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
So we just talked to the Pontiac guy down the road, and Emmanuel and I were walking this way, and we saw this Dodge Cornet. And I'm a Dodge fan. I drive a Dodge truck now, and especially the ones with the big blocks. Notice this had a 440. This is Les Taylor, and this is your Dodge Cornet.
Yes, sir.
Tell me all about it.
Well, it's a 1967 model with a 440, and it's got the automatic with a stall converter in it, and it's got the good springs on the back, so it's really set up to kind of go.
Plants and goes, huh?
It might have a little high rear end for drag racing, but for driving it's just right.
Now, have you had the engine out? Have you massaged it?
No, I haven't.
All original?
I bought it like it is.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well,
Yes,
then
sir.
tell me what's in it. What's the juice? What you got inside it?
Inside the engine?
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't tell you. There's a good camshaft in it. And it just sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean, it really responds good.
Well, after we get done talking, then we might have to have you fired up and let's listen to it. But so you bought the car pretty much as is?
Yes, sir.
How long have you had it?
Oh, 6 months.
6 months?
Uh-huh.
And have you had it on the strip?
No, I don't do that.
So you don't know how fast it goes?
I don't do that. I quit that years ago. I'm too old for that.
No, never not. No, not too old. just maybe a little wiser.
Yeah, maybe so. It's harder to work on them now than it used to be.
I understand. For me, it's just harder to get out of trouble once you get in trouble.
Yeah.
Well, tell me a fun story about the car. Where'd you find it?
It come out of Minnesota.
Minnesota car.
I bought it off of eBay, actually, out of Minnesota.
Really? So how was that experience working at eBay Motors? Is that what that is?
Well, yeah.
Was that a pretty painless situation? Did you just make a bid?
I bought four cars or so, 5 cars off of eBay.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never actually.
In general, I've done good.
Yeah. Have you had any trouble?
Paint on one car wasn't as good as they represented, you know.
Oh, really?
But other than that, everything's been pretty good.
Huh. I've always been leery because you just never know. I mean, in this day of kind of fraudulent people, you never know if it's really honest.
Well, let me say this: there's a lot of good people still left.
Oh, I know, and I'm forever an optimist.
Yes, sir.
Forever an optimist.
Yes, sir.
I'm always how you do, JD.
And
I just know that bad things can happen.
Oh yeah, they can happen. Yeah, there's no doubt. Yeah, there's no doubt.
So have you always liked these cars, or did you just see this?
No, I'm just kind of a guy that likes these older cars. You know, I've got a couple of 53, 57 model different cars, you know, and a 58, and you know, and stuff. And I just like these old cars.
Good deal. You favor Dodge over Chevrolet? Or?
No, I don't. I really, if I had a favorite, it'd probably be Ford.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're a Foboco guy.
Well, yeah,
okay.
kind of, sort of. Yeah.
Okay.
But see, at my heart, 57 Chevrolet is my.
That's the one that brightens the lights for you?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I've had 6 or 7 in my lifetime.
Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah.
A lot of people never get to even have one. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us about it. It's a beautiful car, really. It's an eye catcher. Would you mind if we took the camera around?
Oh, help yourself. I have no care.
Then maybe you could fire it up for us and let us hear it. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it very much.
You have a good day. Thank you.
Hooker Car Show t-shirt. Our first giveaway is registered owner. We've got the big box off machine. Our first for 2 minutes. Get it on the here.
All right, so you guys have been with me now for what, 8 or 9 of these Hooker Car Shows. You know that I'm a Chevelle guy in my soul. I see this beautiful red and black 1970 SS 396 Chevelle, and I had to come and find the guy. It's Greg Lynch, and he's from right here in Hooker. Tell me the story.
Okay, the story is I've been looking at Chevelles on the internet for like the last 3 years, and I'm looking at the Chevelles, and they have this at Lynch's Automotive at Brocktown, Massachusetts. And
Lynch's Automotive.
Lynch's Automotive.
What are the chances?
And I'm a Lynch, and I said, surely they'll give me the relation discount. Well, you know, which that didn't work, but
but it probably made everyone laugh, right?
Yeah, and I wanted to make sure it was a true SS, so I checked the VIN numbers, you know, and they had lots of pictures, and so, you know, I just kept looking at it, and we kept visiting, and so then one day I called him up, and we came to a price, and so I got my Chevelle that I've been wanting for a
So
long
this
time.
is an all matching 70 SS, engine matching car, tranny matching.
I don't know about the engine. I actually haven't checked the engine compared, you know, but as far as, you know, the body,
Right.
you know, the rear end has the bar underneath of it, you know, the
Right, right. All
the-
the stamped stuff.
yeah, and everything else, you know, it looks like it's. And
Does
it's,
does it have the
4-speed.
M22? Does it have the M22 transmission?
Yeah,
The rock crusher whines a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah, it's supposed to.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Well, that's and you bought it back in April, you said, or March?
well, whatever Mother's Day is, because I remember I bought it, and I called my wife and I said, you know, I bought you a car for Mother's Day.
And she said, "Oh, yay!"
Yeah,
for
she
me.
said that's just what I wanted. But on the title, I put Greg and Sherry Lynch.
There you
because-
go. So you're covered.
Right, yeah, we're covered because it belongs to
If it ever
both
comes
of us.
up, you can say, "Hey, honey, you're on it."
Right,
It's
yeah.
part of yours
Yeah,
too.
there you
Yeah, I gotta say. How does it run? Is it?
Oh,
is
it runs great.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's got lots of power, and the odometer, it's got 64,000 miles on it.
Oh, it's a low mile
So it's a
car.
low
This is just a
mileage.
baby.
Yeah.
Man,
And,
this must have been in the garage a lot.
Yeah. And coming from the East Coast, I was a little worried.
Did you
know,
drive it
about
back?
the rust. No, I had it shipped because I Googled it. And from Brockton to here was 1,962 miles.
Oh, that's an afternoon's drive.
Yeah, afternoon drive. So I thought, well, by the time I took a pickup and trailer and you know, so I called a car hauler and we worked out a deal, and it was here in just less than a week.
Good deal. Good deal. Well, I mean, you haven't had it very long, but do you have a fun story since you've owned it? I mean, you drive it around here, you grab some gears every once in a while?
Yeah, we get the grandkids in it and, you know, give them a ride, and neighbors and you know, everybody really enjoys it.
That's awesome. You know, these are great cars. They've been in my family for forever. I've got memories of me at 3, 4, 5 years old in a 70 Chevelle cruising up and down Guyman, you know, Main Street.
Yeah.
Going through the Arrowhead Drive-In, you know, those are
Right.
my memories in a car just
Yeah.
like this. And
Yeah.
I had one up until about 2 years ago. Somebody stole it from me at the farm. I can find you. But anyway, these are awesome cars. Would you mind if we took the camera around a little bit?
Sure.
Got some close-ups, and maybe you can fire it
Yeah,
up
look
for
at
us.
everything. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're still here milling around. We challenged ourselves today to find a Ford, a Chevy, older, newer pickup motorcycle. Came across this 28 Ford. It's a Phaeton, and I looked and saw Bob. I thought I recognized him from a year or so ago. Sure enough, it's Bob Christie's from Liberal. Hey, tell us about the car.
This is a 28 Ford Phaeton. It's all metal, steel car, original car. It was built in '78 in Denver, and I've owned it for 20 years now or so. And it's got a 289 Ford motor in it. It's all Jaguar, 63 Jaguar underneath.
Oh, really?
Front end and the rear end. It's all
cool.
chrome plated. It was a show car at that time, which we drive it a lot now.
Oh, yeah?
We've been driving it a lot. I've driven it probably 40,000 miles since I've owned it.
Oh, wow.
I've been in California and Louisville. I've been everywhere in this
No,
car.
that's
Me
neat.
and the wife,
You really put it on the road, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a fun car to drive. The only trouble is it's open. You got to, it's like riding a motorcycle, you know.
Yeah, I noticed there's no windows.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much.
They make side curtains for it, but I don't have them.
Oh, yeah? So the
it's,
289, is it pretty stock or is it kind of warmed up?
No,
or?
it's pretty wet.
Yeah?
Pretty wicked.
Got a little
Sounds
bit
like
of something
when
in
it's
it?
running, it sounds like a Indy car.
Oh, nice.
It's got that whine like a Indy car does.
Yeah.
It's been a really nice car to drive.
And now, how do they get the Jaguar front end? I mean,
It's all been adapted over with they custom-made chassis from California. The chassis was built in California.
okay, so this is really pretty a unique car, isn't it? I
Yeah.
mean, that's pretty heavy.
It's a pretty rare car.
Right, right,
They didn't. It's the last year for the model, or the first year for the Model A's.
right.
Model T was 27 was the Model T, 28 's Model A, and then
Right.
Model B was 32. So
Uh-huh.
it's that right in there.
Hey, Bob.
How you doing? Anyway, it's whatever else I can answer for you. Why?
Well, you know, it's an automatic.
Yep.
So,
Automatic. Got
pretty
a Ford
easy to drive?
transmission, Ford automatic in it,
Cruise around and.
and
I don't know. I've never kind of seen one just like it before, and I noticed it had a newer Ford
Yeah.
under the hood. And
it's got a lot of Cobra accessories on it.
tell me a fun story about the cars. Tell me something that sticks
Oh.
out in your mind over the years.
We went to Louisville about 12 years ago. We went to Louisville, Kentucky with 3 other cars, 2 other guys. Larry Weaver down here and another guy. Anyway, we just took 2 weeks off and made a trip out of it. Stopped at all the casinos and all the stuff, you know.
Oh, nice.
Did all that kind of stuff, and then coming home, we got in a big bad rainstorm. But everybody
Oh,
thought
I bet you got wet, didn't you?
thought I was going to get wet. But with these things here, the front seat doesn't get
Oh,
wet.
yeah,
The back seat.
the back
does.
seat gets-
But anyway, that was one of our most exciting trips, I guess you want to call it.
Well, you know, I noticed the rims on the back end are real wide, but they still look like a 28 rim.
They're actually a 35 Ford wheel.
Oh, okay.
And we made them where they've got 15-inch rims on them. They were 16s to start with.
Oh, really?
So they've been made with 15s, you know.
That's neat. I like the way they fit the fender wells and
Yeah.
give you a little bit of meat on the back. 'Cause,
Yeah.
if you're trying to run these, whatever these are,
You couldn't
you couldn't stick it to
you
the
wouldn't
road.
get very far with that if it didn't have something on it to get some traction.
Exactly.
You know, so.
Well, is there anything else you want to leave our viewers with about the car? Little story or?
Well, it like I say, it was built built in Denver by an outfit by the name of Masterpiece. They did some of the work, and the guy that owned the car, he did a lot of the work himself.
Oh, really?
And I originally thought, they told me the story on this car was that Jolly Rancher candy it was built for Jolly Rancher candy, but that's not true.
Oh.
Because I took it to a show here about 4 years ago in Colorado, and the guy that built this car come up and said he'd never seen it since '78, because that's when he sold it.
Oh, really?
Right after he built it.
Wow.
And that's about the time I bought it. Anyway, he told me all about it. The front half of it come out of a city dump, and the rear half come out of a city dump.
Really?
And the fenders are all new fenders, and of course it's got the custom-made chassis, and then the interior is done by a guy in Denver. It's a real expensive guy to have interiors done. I don't know what it costs, but it's probably a lot.
Oh, I'm sure.
I changed the top on it. It had a funny looking top on it. I put this Mercedes top cloth on the top because it's so old looking, you know, old school, didn't look right with it.
Right, right.
So I had a guy in Liberal do that top for me. But I don't know what else to tell you about it.
Well, now it says for sale or trade. Are you wanting to try to sell the car?
Yeah, I'd like to sell it. I've got about 5 or 6 more cars I own and drive, you know. So.
Yeah. Well, what's your phone number there in case someone wants to contact you?
970-231-8692. That's a Colorado number, but I still have my phone from Colorado.
I was thinking about the last time that I saw you with your head in the clouds, stepping over rainbows, playing pinball with the stars. I've been thinking about the first time when we fell together head over heels. We thought it'd be forever, guess it wasn't meant to be. Now I can't believe it's over. Yeah, I can't believe it's gone. Does forever mean forever? I don't wanna be alone, baby. I can't stand the breath now. It's falling without you. There's no one to run to when life gets me down. I can't bear the sunshine when you're not beside me, 'cause it just reminds me how we used to be.
Okay, so everybody I think knows J.D. Beckley. He's been around forever. He used to work for PTCI actually, and he's a big car guy. So I didn't really realize that this was related to you, but the sparkles caught me because I'm like, bright lights, I gotta go find out what it is. This is J.D. This is your 50 Chevrolet or your wife's?
Well,
or
it's
your
my
daughter's?
daughter. My
Okay.
oldest daughter won it in a car show in 2007 in Guyman.
In Guyman?
Yeah,
From who?
Flatlanders. car
Oh,
show.
from Flatlanders.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss Flatlanders. Ah.
Yeah.
Well, tell us about this.
Okay, I rebuilt the drivetrain in it. I haven't got the inside of it done yet. And it's got a 305 Chevy engine in it. Power glide transmission. That's about it.
Does it run good?
Oh yeah.
Can we pop the hood?
No, yeah.
It's got a little chrome. So, you guys got this, and it looks like this has been a frame off, or I mean, a pretty extensive.
Yeah. Now it had a 6-cylinder in it, and I went and put a 305 in it.
Oh, it came to you with the 6-cylinder.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's got a 4-barrel. It's got it's just a stock 305. It's not anything.
Right, but it runs good in something this light.
Well, yeah, this is real light. I mean, it's not that much.
It looks like for clearance back there, you're pretty close on that
Oh, yeah.
firewall.
It was real clear.
These weren't built for HEI distributors, were they?
No. Yeah, actually, I had to move the motor forward just a hair or two. And
Oh, wow.
It wouldn't have fit in there.
Oh, wow. Well, thank goodness you got a little slip on your yoke in the tranny, huh?
Yeah.
So what do you guys, you're going to keep this forever? Maybe just keep kind of...
Well, it belongs to my daughter, so she'll probably, I'm just storing it for her, but I show it for her too. So,
Right.
she liked it. She wanted to paint it, the top of it white for OU colors.
Oh, I'm on board a little bit with that because I'm an OU guy, but I think that might hurt a little bit.
I know it would hurt the pickup.
Yeah. How do they get the different, I don't understand how they actually do this.
It's called a rainbow flakes.
Yeah.
And they put it in, they paint the pickup and then they put the clear gloss on with the glitter in it.
Oh, okay.
And it's rainbow glitter.
It's crazy cool looking. It looks like a constellation, like a star constellation or something.
Yeah, it's neat.
Well, tell me some other fun story about the pickup.
I really haven't done that much with it other than going to car shows, taking it to car shows. It's been a challenge. It's working to get the engine and stuff in it was a challenge.
It looks like it. It looks like you have to shore it in.
Yeah, put power booster brakes on it, disc brakes on the front of it with a Mustang front end,
Why?
Mustang 2 front end.
Why? killed it. No,
Oh,
just
no,
kidding.
not really. I mean, it rides so much better.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, yeah, you can't believe it.
Well, you've actually done quite a bit of work to it then.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Neat. Well, we might grab the camera and just do a walk around and try to get into the bottom of that color right there, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no.
I appreciate the interview.
You bet.
Thank you. So after we talked to J.D. Beckley, he said, hey, there's a 1944 down at the end of the line that you've got to come and look at. And I thought, you know what, that's right, I saw it on the way in. Came down here and it's Stephanie Held's car. It's a 1940 Ford sedan.
Yes,
no,
sir.
coupe. Sedan? Sedan. And she reminded me that we talked to her about 4 years ago, something like that, and it wasn't done. Now it's done, so we're here again. Tell us how everything's been going in your world, Stephanie.
It's been going great, sir. I finished the interior on my car about 3 years ago. I haven't been up here in 4 years. And, excuse me, refinished all the interior and the pinstriping, and I'm done with my car now, so I can enjoy it and show it and meet great people.
Oh my goodness, and it is so pretty. I mean, we're gonna take the camera, we're gonna get close-ups of this, but this is like perfection. I mean, this is really, really, really nice.
Thank you.
How long did it take? You're welcome. How long did it take you complete to do it, to do the car?
I've had the car about 8 years.
8 years?
And I finished the pinstriping last year. So it's taken that long to finish her up the way I wanted it.
That's okay. Is that way you really appreciate everything, don't you? I mean, it's
oh yeah, and you know your car.
Oh,
I mean, it's like family.
Inside and out,
Inside
right?
and out, literally.
Now, refresh my memory. Tell us that we're looking at a Chevy power plant.
It's powered by a 350, 330 horse Chevy engine with a 700R Ford turbo tranny with overdrive, 9-inch Ford rear end. Rack and pinion steering, has a Mustang 2 front clip, air, heat, stereo. It's a highway car.
This is a dream car.
Yeah.
This is a cruising car.
Yeah,
You put
I
this
think
thing
so.
on the interstate and just go, don't you?
Yes, I do. We cruise about 80. Don't tell anybody.
I wouldn't say a word. We won't let anybody know
I
except
don't
for us
care.
hot rodders.
No, she's a highway car.
Did you build the engine?
No, it came with the engine, but then we finished out the rest of the stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. Tell me the most fun story you have to date about the car.
Well, it's kind of bizarre, but I have proof. When I first picked this car up, she was in pretty bad shape. I got her ready for a first car show in New Mexico about 8 years ago. Stepped outside to take a photo of it, and when I noticed, because I do photography, there was a strange image in my windshield.
Ooh.
And I still have that image today, and it scares people to death what it looks like.
Oh, can you send that to me and I can put it in?
Yes, I will.
Thank you. I appreciate
I
that
will.
because I love stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, what it looks like is a skull and a small skull. And when you blow it up, everybody's like, wow, you know.
That's
and
crazy.
I promised I'd never get rid of my car for that reason.
Yeah, you have to keep it. You have to keep it. There's something
kind of
here.
weird, but I've had a lot of people look at it. My husbands have seen weird things happen in it, and we just keep it and pat her on the fender and say, it'll be okay.
Good girl, good girl.
Good girl.
We're friends.
We're friends. Y'all can help me detail every now and then.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep the bugs and the mice out and stuff.
Yeah.
The interior is just, I'm looking at it through the windshield, just beautiful. That's leather.
It's the soft salsa leather.
Right.
My front seats come out of a Grand Am. And we trimmed down the headrest to contour with the back, and the back seats were custom built in by hand.
Oh, it's so pretty. I just can't wait to show you guys this up close. But
okay.
You know, what else do you say about it? This is a masterpiece of a car.
There's beautiful cars out here, a lot nicer than mine, but this is my car. That's what makes me happy. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything in parting that you want to leave with our viewers?
No, I'm just real glad to get to come to the Hooker Car Show again because it's a great show and it's a lot of fun and you meet a lot of good people again.
Well, we're glad to have you here.
Yeah.
It's good to see you.
Uh-huh.
Thanks for the interview.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we made it to the back to the other end of the deal again now, and I saw this Mach 1, 69 Mach 1, and I'm not really a Ford guy or a Mustang guy, but there's something about a 69 Mach 1 that always stands out, and I read the name was Nelson Berry. Nelson and I, we've known each other for quite some time. We've done a lot of engine work and stuff together, done some racing stuff together.
Yeah.
Where did you come up with this?
I had a friend in high school that bought this car in 1972.
Oh, it was just still brand new.
Yes, and then it's been through 5 owners. I'm 6th one, and
Wow.
I've known about the car since that kid sold it.
Wow, way back in 72?
Yes,
Wow.
and then it's been sitting in my barn for 21 years.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yes, I've had it for 21 years.
That's cool.
I know it, that's bad.
Well, that's cool. So, was it just like this, or did you have to do some
Oh
resto to
no,
it?
I done it. I completely took it apart and
Ground up,
started over on everything.
right?
Yes.
Well, just from what I can see, it's immaculate down to the last bolt. I mean, this is really, really nice job. Did you have to go through the engine? I mean,
Yes, sir.
What all did you do to it?
Well, it's got a SVL Ford block in it and aluminum heads and
Oh, so nice new stuff.
all the new stuff. It's
Yeah.
a stroker motor actually.
Nice. I
So
bet it sounds pretty good, huh?
yeah, and then I put a Tremac TKO 5-speed in it.
Oh, yeah.
So
Get you down the road?
yeah. You run 70 miles an hour at 2,000 RPMs, and
What does it get down the quarter-mile in? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
What?
I've only drove this car. This is the first trip I've taken in this car.
Oh, so it's just brand new,
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's why we haven't seen it. then.
Yeah, I got it running about 2 months ago.
Neat.
First time it run in 21 years.
That's awesome. So was it really, really like a long-awaited trip, that first trip out of the barn, the first trip on the road, get in the seat and fire it up and take it down the road?
Yeah, it was kind of exciting after that long
I
waiting.
guess so.
But I used to race, like you say, and that. When I finally quit that, then it was time to work on this.
There you go. There you go. Well, it's really good to see you, Nelson.
Good
It's
to see you.
Good to see that you're still building stuff. You have any fun story about the car in the 21 years of restoration?
I don't guess so.
Smashed
no.
fingers or
Oh yeah, there's plenty of blood, sweat, and tears that go into them,
always.
and frustration occasionally.
There you go. There you go. Well, I appreciate it. We'll
Well, thank you.
grab the camera and get around and do some shots of it. Does it sound really good? Can you start it for us, in other words?
I don't know, it might not start. We'll
oh,
try.
I bet it'll start. there's not many times in my life when I look at a car and I go, hey, that's really a bitchin' car. But this car actually says bitchin' right on it, so there, I can say it. It's a bitchin' car. This is a 1950 Nash.
It's actually an air flight.
Okay, and this is Steve Brooks. He's from Lubbock, Kansas, and this is just a neat car. You've got it all laid out where you can just take a nap inside, looks like.
Yeah, I've done it more than once.
Tell us all about the car, Steve.
Well, the 1950 Nash is an unusual car because it's designed in Wichita, Kansas.
Oh, neat.
Out there at where they had all the airplane crap. And the faster you drive it, the more it hugs the road.
Oh, so the downforce just really puts it down.
And it, like this one here, got that motor in it, and running a Corvette one day, and he followed me into where I turned off, and he said he was going 140 mile an hour, and I'm still walking away from him.
Really? Yeah. Wow. So this is a Chevrolet motor though, right?
It's a boat motor.
It's out of a boat?
Yeah, it's got like 400 and some horses.
Oh, nice. Cool, cool, cool. Did you build the car? I mean...
Not really. When I bought it, it was about 90% done.
Uh-huh.
Bought it out of Colorado.
Okay. Whereabouts in Colorado?
Went to Good Guys Show in Pueblo.
In Pueblo, okay.
Yeah.
Good deal. It's a unique color. It's a unique look. It looks like it kind of should be on the beach, but maybe equally could be in the mountains or something. It's just a neat car.
It's called Pale Orange.
Pale Orange. How long have you had it?
Oh, probably 15 years.
15 years? What made you want it?
I was drinking.
That's a good reason.
Yeah.
And you needed a place to sleep, or?
Yeah. I got a Model 8, so it's the same color.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And, it didn't have these seats in it when I bought it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
so regular bench seats or something?
Yeah.
So that's a modification you've made to the car?
Yeah, but that's an original.
Oh, really?
That's the way the car came out.
Oh, I did not know. Well, that's neat.
I've got some ads show it all made out, and the husband and wife sleeping in it. He's got his hat on, and they're all completely dressed.
Really?
Yeah. Neat. A little different than the ad would be today.
Yeah, more than likely, yes.
Yeah.
So these were advertised as being your vacation, stay in it, drive in it car.
Yeah.
Really neat. You know, when I think of Nash, I think of a small, teeny tiny car. This is a very large car.
Yeah. The Nashes you're talking about are actually got made Austin Healey type thing.
Like a little Rambler, I think they're called. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is a Statesman?
I don't know. It's not. It's actually an air flight.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
They put the wrong thing on there.
Oh, gotcha. That's what was thrown as air flights in. Okay.
And I can't spell that either. So.
Well, we'll just do it phonetically. Air flight.
Yep.
Neat, really neat car. I appreciate it. Any fun story? Any other fun story you want to leave our viewers with?
Oh, it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's got 80,000 miles on it and haven't had a lick of trouble with it.
Well, you can't ask for more than that. Yeah. Well, we're going to grab the camera and do some close-ups around the car if you don't mind. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you. Okay. We've been seeing this pickup, but we couldn't figure out who owned it. John Tuttle from Guyman has got this 1946 Dodge pickup, and it's got a monster big block Chevy in it. That just really speaks to my heart because I'm a big block Chevy guy. Tell us all about it. What do you got going on here, you little monster in here?
Well, most all the old pickup trucks had 350s or whatever in them. They had smaller engines.
292s or whatever.
So we got a hold of a Chevy big block, and that's bored out I think it's had 1,000 on each cylinder. It's a 468 cubic inch.
Oh, nice. It's a 60 over.
Yeah.
Yeah, 468.
So yeah.
That's some cubes.
Yeah, it'll move down the road.
So how long have you had this pickup?
About 12 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, Lawrence made and built it for me.
Ah, Lawrence, he does good work, doesn't
he? Oh,
he?
he does. I try to help all I could to get in there.
He's just a master.
Yeah.
A master. Where did you get it from?
We bought it in Raton, New Mexico. It was on the side of a hill going up to, on the way to Goat Hill where the Raton sign's at.
Oh, yeah?
It was parked under a tree, and I stopped by and asked the guy if he wanted to sell it, and he didn't want to sell it. And so I gave him my name and number, and I said, call me if you ever want to sell it. And about 4 or 5 months later, he called me. And
so this is a side of the hill rescue.
Yeah.
I mean, was it really like a bucket of bolts when you got it?
It was in pretty good shape when we got it.
Not all rusted out or whatever?
No, he had painted it with house paint. You rub your hand on it, and your hand was solid white off that house paint.
Yeah.
And it protected it pretty good. And
I'll be darned.
And it sat behind my wife's barber shop for almost a year, and she said, are you ever going to do anything with that? And I said, well, someday I need a motor. And she come up, I teach in school then, and she come up and she said, well, I have you a motor, get started on it.
Good job.
On Jennifer. And so I got a hold of Lawrence and
made it happen.
Made it happen.
Well, it's really, really, really pretty. I mean, it's.
Well, thank you.
I would never imagine that this was sitting on the side of a hill somewhere. I would have thought that it was a barn find that looked really pretty good and just needed a light sand and a paint. It's really nice.
Well, thank you.
Tell me a fun story about it. In all the years you've been working on it, other than the fact that it sat behind her shop, tell me a fun story.
Well, I'm trying to think. I really, the only fun thing that I can think about is when I went to Woodward to the car show and was driving back, and the guy with a new Mustang got behind and wanted to just keep racing, and then he got beside of me, and I just kind of put the pedal down and went a little faster than I should, but shut him down.
So you just kind of left him, huh?
Yeah, left him.
Good
and then I looked how fast I was going and said, oh gosh, I hope a highway patrol's not watching it.
They don't watch. There's a little racing god that looks over us when we do things like that.
I think so.
And they push the troopers to different parts of the country to allow us to
I have a lot of respect for them, but so I just let off the gas and just let him go ahead and pass me. He wouldn't look at me. That's about the funniest thing that happened.
That's fun. If you have nothing else, we're going to grab the camera and do a quick walk around.
Okay, that'd be fine.
Get some close-ups.
Okay,
thank you. Thank you much. Car Show. We're here with Linda Martin. Tell us how it's gone so far.
It has been wonderful. I think we've got 223 cars.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yes, it's filling downtown, a lot of people downtown. We were looking for our 10th anniversary to be a little more special.
Right.
The weather could not be better.
Is this beautiful?
70 some degrees, little bit of a breeze, which is very unusual.
I know.
Very unusual.
And they said there was going to be horrible wind today.
So
we lucked
what
out.
do they know?
Well,
what do they know?
Usually they know. I mean, it is Panhandle of Oklahoma.
I've been told this morning that we must have something on our side because usually our car show has beautiful weather.
It really does. It really does.
Yeah.
223. So how does that put us in the grand scheme of the 10 years?
Of the 10 years, it's the second highest.
Second highest.
3 years ago we had 250.
I remember that.
Yes. And I think the last 2 years it's been the weather that's kind of slowed them down. But I think a lot of it is because it's the 10th anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
And we are doing a few extra things, a few special surprises.
Well, there's a gun giveaway, there's a $500 giveaway, and then what are you guys giving away? 100 every hour?
100 every 30 minutes.
$100 every 30 minutes.
And that is all donated from our sponsors. We have a big list of sponsors that have been wonderful about donating their money every year. And then we're giving away the $500 for the People's Choice.
That's what I got into.
And then the car show entrants are eligible for 2 different $500 cash drawings.
Now you have to be an entrant. You have to bring a car to get into those, right?
Into that one, yes.
And then how are they picked, or how do they just in a random drawing?
We have a ping ball machine over there that blows the ping balls around, and the lucky one comes flying out, and that's who.
Yeah,
they've got numbers on them, and that's the car.
Ping pong ball machine.
You can watch them.
Will take your fingers off if you stick your hand in there, right?
That's right. Probably. No, it's a blower. It's a blower.
It looks pretty vicious, I'm just going to say.
Yeah. It's homemade.
Yeah, well, that's why
just
it looks
for this
vicious.
car show, yeah.
It's a car guy thing. It's going to be insanely strong, you know. Do you want to give out any shout outs to any of your, specify any people? I mean, I know we've got...
Our committee has been awesome. We've got, I have to say, my husband and my son, Dennis, and his wife, Julie, have been awesome. Mark Davis, you can hear him in the background there.
He does such a good job for this event, doesn't he?
He sets up the sound system, he and Steve Walton, and he keeps the noise going all day.
Well, he just really keeps a good positive spin and a good positive verbiage for everything.
And he tries to hit all of the vendors, give them some time and some exposure. There's some merchant drawings. There's some really good merchant drawings this year. Mills Ideal is giving away a ribeye. Lindsay's Tan Trim is a box of goodies. There's shampoo and conditioner, some car fragrance, some bath bomb, some good stuff. Treasures, actually it's Jewelry Experience, and Treasures has a pendant necklace that is beautiful. It's solid 10 karat gold.
Oh, yummy.
Yes. And they're giving that away. You have to go into the establishment and sign up, and they will draw around 3 o'clock. Awesome Nails is giving away 4 pedicures. They always do. And that's good for men or women.
Well, it's an inside joke between the camera guy and myself.
Oh.
But it might be something nice for your wife.
Yeah.
Could use that for your wife.
Yeah. Got to enter to win. And we'll draw all those. And then Steve Walton's giving away 30 Hot Wheels.
I heard that.
2 sets of 15 each. And the kids love that. They have to be under 16 to enter for that one.
You mean I can't go and do that?
I'm sorry.
Sorry,
he's limiting.
Why?
Well, if you...
I have Hot Wheels.
Get a little
I'm
shorter.
A kid. I don't know. You think 6'2", you'd think. I don't even know I could get down short enough to be a kid.
No.
There's fun stuff, yeah. You guys, you have such a good crew, support staff. Everyone is so friendly. We hadn't even made it into the venue today, and your people already came up and were like, "Hey, we're going to do this for you, and this is what you need, and if you need that," and we're just like, "Wow, thank you so much," because that makes our job so much simpler when we've got all this help on the other side,
Right. We have the city behind us, we have the merchants behind us, the people, we have the Halo group is volunteering their time. The softball girls have been helping with us.
Oh, good.
Doing rare errands, passing out things. Also, FFA. FFA has been taking care of our trash. They make sure these trash cans are emptied all during the day, and they also do tabulating the votes.
Boy, that that stuff really helps out, doesn't it?
And those are really good groups of kids. We appreciate them. I mean, there's so many different facets to this event that, you know, not one of us could be every place.
I don't know how you guys pull it all together. This is, I mean, I'm not just, you know, tooting horns
bragging
here.
on us.
I am bragging on you guys, but this is really the biggest thing that we go to.
Yeah.
Of a town. I mean.
Yeah, we're a town of less than 2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we go to the Wheat Heart, but that's a city celebration. This is different than that. This is, you know.
This was all conceived to bring people into downtown Hooker.
Right.
We had these beautiful,
mission accomplished.
This beautiful sidewalks, the beautiful streets, the tree lines. All volunteers take care of the parks and the trees and around the trees, keep them watered, and it's just an awesome town.
Yeah.
It really is.
So what is to Linda Martin, what is the most fun thing to you about this? What sticks out in your mind every year as being like, oh, there's that one thing?
How many cars show up?
Right.
I stick my head in the door at registration. Okay, how many? Because they come in, you know, at different times during the day.
Right.
And we never count them as final because we have them come in the afternoon too.
Right.
So,
I mean, you guys still have some show up right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fun.
So
I wonder. I thought that would be it, but because
and
that's what it would be to me.
the people, I have to say, seeing the crowd here is a huge. It has to be a really close number one.
Well, you know what is fun? What's fun for me is we've been doing these almost as long as they've been. I think we missed the first year. Maybe.
I think you did, but you've been here every year.
We didn't know about it. Whatever. And I'll see people and I'll see their face and think, okay, I know you. I don't know your name. And then I'll get to talking to them, and we've interviewed them 4 years ago or 5 years ago. We just did an interview with a lady, and as soon as I saw the name on the car, J.D. Beckley said, go down there and look at that 40 sedan, and I said, okay, I will. Saw the name on the car, it's like, I know that name. Turned around and looked at her, it's like, I remember you. We interviewed her in 2012 before the car was done, so we got this neat follow-up interview of the car when it was done.
Before and after?
Right.
Wonderful.
So, yeah, we've been doing this with you guys so long that we have this really neat history with all these people. And it's fun for me anyway, because I'm a car guy.
And there's some people that go buy a car, so they'll have something to put in the show.
There you go.
We had an elderly guy over at Diamond. That's exactly what he did.
Really? Just to put it in the show.
He'd been over here, and he went and bought him a car.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to get in the little four-wheeler there that your guys said, we got this here for you to use.
And you're going to...
And we're going to do the whole pass around and get every car on camera.
Wonderful. And I enjoy getting the DVDs.
Yes.
Those, that's awesome.
Everyone we interview, we send a DVD to, we send one to you guys, and they're available for purchase through PTCI. Look at the end of any one of our shows, you'll see our phone number. My office phone number is 580-468-2583. Give us a call, we'll make a DVD of anything we film. So, thank you again for having us.
You're very welcome.
Thank
you for coming. You know you're always listed as a sponsor.
Well,
because of this. No, it's good advertisement. It really is.
I like to think so.
Exposure, yeah, it is.
A lot of people see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks again.
You're very welcome.